Yeah, he's gonna go to the other side, to the back of the train, so he can pull it. That's why they call it a turnaround, because then he'll get on this track and then go back, and then hook up that way, and then we'll go back that way. I think so, yeah. I was shocked there was a brother fucking driving this train.
It can also get really hot. It was 2000, I think 21 and 22. This area got in the 130s. So it can get really hot as well. All right, so no more fast talking facts. So, all right, so welcome everybody to Charles Krug. My name is Gustavo. How you guys doing today? Good? Good? How you liking the train so far? Good? Maybe a little slower than expected? Okay, good, good. It has the right speed for drinking. Yeah. You don't want to go too fast, you don't want to go too slow. All right. I got some people from the East Coast, Maryland. Where else were you visiting from now? Michigan? Back? Chicago, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, humidity is completely different here. Guys?
We're from the South Bay.
You don't count. Guys, where you guys visiting from? Nice, welcome. You'll notice the humidity in this area is completely different. Guys, where are you visiting from? Nice, welcome. Ladies? LA, welcome. All right, so my name is Gustavo. I always like to put everything in the front so we know what we're doing. So I'm gonna take you in a leisurely stroll. I take into account pictures, so I got the best spot for you over there. You wanna follow me? I wear the brighter shirts I own when I do tours. If you can't find me, get better glasses. So I'm pretty bright, all right? So you wanna follow me along as well because I have all the wine, and it's up there. As we're going through it, and if you drink something or have questions, please tell me. I have order forms and stuff for you guys. If you find something you want to ship, just to give you a heads up. But I forgot I had gum, sorry. So let me tell you a little history about the place. Charles Krug is a winery. It's been around for over 150 years. Founded in 1861. We're so old, we got flags from the state of California. But I will tell you more about it in a sec. But Charles Krug, Russian/German immigrant, came to the United States in the 1840s. If you're a 49er fan, that's where the gold rush started. That's where they get their name. So he comes over to the Bay Area, jack of all trades, master of none. If I can work and make money, I'm doing it. As he's working in San Francisco, he eventually meets the owner of Buena Vista Winery, the oldest winery in the United States, 1845 if I remember correctly. He falls in love with the winemaking process, making the grapes, doing the grapes, all of that. And one thing he doesn't like though is if you're German or no Germans or has a German background, inefficiency is a thing and they don't like it. So he starts to see how the grapes are being done. Anybody ever seen like the crushing of grapes? No. All right. So back in the day, it was old school. You just throw your feet in. 16-hour day, please come and help me, and you keep going at it, right? Charles Krug saw that. He's like, oh, we can do better. So he modified a cider press, which is a giant screw pretty much. So he had to take the teeth out because the way that machine works, it smashes the juice out of the apples. You don't want to smash your grapes because when you do so, you make your wine too tannic. So he puts a piece of leather and presses out so it's not too aggressive. The first time that was ever done was in 1858. So as he's working in the wine industry, he eventually meets a girl, Carolina Bale. She's part of the Bale family in California. Land barons, did a lot of stuff. Google that, I can't get into it. So she's 18, he's 35. They're like, let's get married. Just to put it there, 160 years ago before we start judging. So when they get married, dad is like, thanks for taking my daughter. Here's a 540-acre dowry. So he takes that land and builds this property in 1861. And I will tell you more, but we got to stroll. So please follow me this way.
Exercise, I wasn't ready for this. I want a drink. Huh. Yeah. The track switch. Yeah, we didn't sign up to walk and hike, but we walking and hiking. We rather drink. But here goes the tour. Or at least a scooter or something. Huh?
So I will let you go take pictures in there in a little bit. So let me tell you a bit more. That's the oak tree that didn't make it. So if you're curious what it looks like on the inside, kind of a neat thing since I like talking about random things. So you can tell it's still kind of half alive. Part of it dried out, but the other part's still trying to fight it out.
Okay. Wait, what part of Little Rock?
All right. So a little more history. So when Charles Cook built this company, he wanted to focus on a few things. So one. He didn't believe in blends, like single varietal stuff. What's in your wine? Whatever's on the label. What else? Nothing. So if it said Cabernet Sauvignon, that's it. If it said Merlot, that's it. Malbec, that's it. Nothing else. He was also the first winemaker to successfully bring the Bordeaux grapes into California. So if you like Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and Malbec, Charles Krug was the first guy to do so. That successfully did it. The actual first guy was Thomas Jefferson, but all his plants died. So because he didn't know how to graft onto them. Charles Krug grafted European stock to American stock, and he was able to succeed with that. So as he's focusing on the wine, he becomes an artisan in it. He can make some really nice wine. But if you have any artistically minded people in your life, or you're one, you know math is hard. So he messed up the math and had to sell the business. So that's where his friend James Buffett shows up, a banker in San Francisco that used to come and party here all the time with Charles Krug. And he's like, I just like the property. It's pretty. There's all these trees, there's all this. I'll buy it. But I don't want to make wine. I just want to buy the property. So when he buys it, we walked it through his houses. Those houses on the right when you came through. He made 3 homes. There's 2 there. There's 1 back there made out of redwood. So that way his family could come and party here whenever they wanted to. James Moffat actually keeps it for the next 48 years, taking us into Prohibition, the 1900s, 1920 to be specific, where the United States said no fun for you, or you, or you, or you, unless you're Catholic, because then you can party. So you were able to keep wine. So a lot of wineries in Napa survive by making church wine. So one of them, though, if you're Catholic, you understand that. So one of those wineries, it's not a winery anymore, but it's still a cool building. So the CIA, the Culinary Institute of America, is that building over there. So that's where Napa kind of cherry picks the baby chefs before they get really expensive. So also greatest pastry sales ever. So it used to be Christian Brothers, a Jesuit order winery. So they made a lot of wine for church there. Side note on them too, they actually helped a lot of people migrate to the United States during World War I, World War II, and Cold War. Pretty much like, can you make wine? Just say yes, okay. So sign the paperwork. But you needed to know someone that knew someone there because they had to come from. After Prohibition, James Moffat's like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm too old. So he puts out the property up for sale, about 485 acres for $70,000 in 1943. And that's where the next family in line shows up, which is the Mondavis, but not the ones you know, the parents of the ones you know. So Cesare and Rosa Mondavi, Italian immigrants that came to the United States in 1806 and 1808, ended up in Minnesota. And in Minnesota, Cesare, the dad, iron worker, miner, builds up some funds enough to move over to Lodi, California, starts a little grocery store for the Italian community, more funds, starts a little hotel. During Prohibition, the Italian community is like, we gotta make wine. Can you get us some grapes? So he had Lodi grapes, and then he started coming to Napa to get wine grapes. He comes to Napa, super pretty, super nice, tries some of Charles Cruz wine. When he sees that's out for sale, buys it. If you're what the price range for that now is, it would be $1.6 million back from 43. Now the average acre in Napa is 1.8. So they got a good deal. I will tell you more about what happens next, but I am gonna unleash you over here so you can go take some pictures. On this side, all of this is Cabernet Sauvignon going this way. You'll see a little bit of Cab Franc and Malbec that way. Don't go too far because we're actually prepping for an event next week. We have a concert for Andrew Bocelli. So on back for a little bit over 4,000 people are coming next week, right? And if you're curious, what events can you do? Whatever we want. Concerts and stuff. On back, it can easily do 1,500 any day of the week. But for the Bocelli event, they take the whole property. So just so don't go too far, because they got good security guards. They'll spear you. So you can go in there, take a few pictures. You'll see a whole bunch of the rootstocks grafted on. Do not eat the grapes. They're stringent. You eat them, you will pay. If you can't figure that out, you will pay later. So figure that out. So go for it, guys. I'll let you go for a bit, take some pictures. We can help, and then I'll tell you more information in a bit. Go, guys.